Hey, I was just talking to somebody, because I know a lot of people here want to hear about the Spanish treasures and what went on here. Yeah, she says, yeah, well, I just talking to somebody, and I don't know where you're at. His dad owned the store, or his grandfather owned the store down in somewhere where the Indians used to come up and trade gold, and they showed him something. Come up and give 5 minutes and tell you this little story real quick of what happened, you know, in your family history.
Yes, let's do that. Yes. Hello, everyone. My full name's Floyd D. Richans. So I'm a Richans, but on my mother's side, I'm a Cox, on the Cox side. But my great grandfather, so both sides of my family came from this territory. Anyway, so what I just wanted to, I've been following this stuff my whole life. I just wanted to tell a story, and I think it's a pretty powerful story, and I don't know very many people that, well, there's not very many people that actually know about this story, but I just wanted to share it because my great-grandfather, Thomas Hare, he's related to the Moons, and my grandmother, my dad's mom's side. And so I just wanted to say that he ran the Duchesne store during the Great Depression. And he was a very righteous man, very humble, very giving type of individual, my great-grandfather was. And what's funny, I'm going to step back a little bit. My other great-grandfather was a full-blooded Cherokee in Mighton, Utah. He was a blacksmith of Mighton. And my mom's side, on the Cox side of the family. So, and his name was my Grandpa Jones. So anyway, so I'm born and bred in this area. I live in Salina, Utah, where the Redmond Clay and Salt Mine is. And I love all the stories that Terry's put out on Salina as the salt. And what was funny is 100 years ago, I don't know, when they opened up that Salina mine, they found Roman breastplates and all this stuff. So this was the main trade route that they talked about in a lot of his stuff. He's talked about for trade for salt, gold, you know, treasures of that nature and whatnot. So anyways, I wanted to talk about my great-grandfather, Thomas. So he's a Thomas Hare Moon. So his last name was Hare. But he was part of the Moon family as well. But anyways, during the Great Depression, I guess pretty hard times, and I don't know, I hope, they say that in the future that we could have harder times, you know, if everything collapses or whatever, you know. But anyways, so the story goes on that there was a couple Ute Indians, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 Ute Indians come in to his store, and they were starving. Okay, I guess it was pretty hard times. I don't know anybody alive or whoever could really tell the story of that time frame and what was going on. It'd be interesting to know what it was like out here. I lived in Salt Lake City. I born in 1969, so I would have never known. But anyways, these Ute Indians came in, and they were pretty famished, pretty hard, having a hard time, and he had food, and he fed them. He fed them, took care of them. I don't know if it was a few days or how many days exactly. But the story goes that he fed these Ute Indians, and with the compassion and love that he had for, you know, all fellow men, you know, like we all should have anyways, they came back a couple weeks later, these Indians, and they were so grateful that he helped them, and they took him on they asked him if he wanted to go on this journey, a 3-day journey, and they blindfolded him, and he got taken on horseback. Now I don't know where, you know, some say it could be the Lost Roads mine or whatever, but this, where he went, 3-day journey, these Indians took him, and I mean, how hard, that'd been tough. I mean, think about it. You're blindfolded and you can't see where you're going, but wherever they went, it was 3 days journey. And when they got to this place, they unblindfolded him, and it was in a cave, and there was more treasure than you could imagine in this gold treasure. And then they told him that he could take whatever he could carry in his hands, and on horseback for payment in helping them. And this is the story that I was told by my dad, Floyd Richans. Floyd H. Richans was his name, so I'm named after my dad. He's no longer here, but he was a Marine Corps, Vietnam vet, 1969. But anyways, so where the story goes from there, he owned the Duchesne store, so that's pretty much the story. And so if anybody's heard of that or know more about it, or if they've got family or whatever that could bring any more information forward, but that was the story that my dad told me. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. And Terry's doing a great work here, gathering people in to share these stories and learning about our history. And I'm so grateful to be here. And thank you so much. And I hope that was a good story for you guys. And thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.